Hi guys, it's Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. Today I thought I'd talk to you about impacting your vehicle's fuel economy and range, of course, because the more fuel you use, the more you have to carry, or the shorter distances between fuel stops. And my Hilux, she's a pretty modest beast. It's got the nudge bar, which is out of the way of the wind. I've just changed the aerial from a very thick whip to one with interchangeable antennas and much slimmer, because the other one was catching a lot of air. I fitted the snorkel a few months ago, so that's obviously catching some air. And because I use this vehicle for work as well as play, I have these ladder bars on the back which do catch some air. Now, attaching to those, which I remove when I come home, is a basket and an awning. I've also upgraded the tyres relatively recently to these KO2s. Now, by fitting, 4 on the ground and 1 spare, I added an additional 60 kilos, and I think they've impacted the fuel usage quite a lot. So I'm going to swap back to some highway tyres, which was my intention, but unfortunately for the last 8 weeks I've been laid up with a shoulder injury. So when she was new, I got about 7.8 litres per 100 kilometres, or roughly about 12 kilometres to a litre. For you US viewers, that's about 29 miles to your gallons. Now this has now fallen with the changes I've made to 9.5 litres per 100 kilometres, or about 24.75 miles per gallon. So it's gone from having a range of potentially 960 k's to 840 kilometres. So I lost 100 k's in fuel range. Anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can improve that. But it just, pays for you to think about, if you need that roof rack for one trip a year, should you remove it? Well, I think the answer is certainly yes. The amount of rooftop tents I see that are permanently bolted to roof racks and that, it must be killing the fuel economy. Anyway, guys, that's what's coming up. Hi guys, just thought I'd show you this. It's always a good idea to take your tyres off your car and have a really good close look at them. If you look along this tread pattern here, I've run over something really sharp. It's only on about 3/4 of the tyre, but whatever it was, it's done some damage to the upper tread blocks. Well guys, I've put the road tyres back on. I've checked all the pressures are at 34 psi, which is what I normally run. The KO2s were at 37, so they were certainly well pumped up. So I've been figuring it out roughly. On a normal year, this year certainly hasn't been a normal year due to the COVID and my shoulder reconstruction. Normally I would do 20,000 kilometres. So at the new mileage, I'd need 1,900 litres of fuel. And at the old mileage, 1,600 litres, so 260 odd litres of fuel, roughly $1.20, sometimes more than that here in Australia, a litre. So about $340 per annum is a potential saving for getting this car in a fuel efficient format. So I'll do a test over the next 2 weeks on the road tyres, and then after I shall remove the ladder bars and a few other tweaks to see what the best economy I can get out of it. Well, 12.3 kilometres per litre. That's a huge improvement considering I've really only changed the tyres. I'll see if I can change the coordinates. Right. So 8.1 litres per 100 kilometres. So that's about as best as I've ever done. So it'd be interesting to see when I modify take the roof rails off, do a few other things, whether we can get better than that. Well guys, I've drained the onboard water tank, which is lightened the car by about 30 kilos, and I've removed my ladder racks. To me it looks a little bit strange without them. I've still left my esky in the back. So basically I worked out, I used 14% less fuel and got 21% greater kilometres per litre by changing the tyres and that. So we'll see if removing the ladder bars makes much difference, and see if it's worth removing them. Well, that's somewhat impressive. So 7.2 litres per 100k, that's what the factory claims. So with the roof bars and that off and the water tank empty and the car pretty close to stock, so I'll just change that to the other setting. So yeah, 13.9 kilometres to a litre. That's a hell of an improvement. I'm really impressed. Who would have thought that a set of ladder bars make that much difference? Well guys, in summing up, to say I'm surprised by the difference a few minor tweaks makes is a bit of an understatement. So swapping out the KO2s for the highway tyres, and based on me doing 20,000 kilometres per annum, I save 260 litres a year, or it's about 340 Australian dollars. Now with the roof rails off and the highway tyres on, basically I've increased from 10.5 kilometres a litre to 13.9, so an additional $240. So $580 per annum is the potential saving, which is quite a lot. I was thinking on how much work am I prepared to do for a potential saving of nearly $600 a year, and the answer is quite a bit. So give some thought to how you got your vehicle set up. Are you just driving around with rooftop tents on there for one trip a year, and got a few tweaks really save your pocket? If you don't care about the fuel mileage, leave it as it is. But if you do, give it some thought. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.